Jivanmukti-pradam devam Kshama-purnam.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda is a rare living incarnation, a yogi by birth. He has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English, books in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese, with translations in 26 languages are available. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 8,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services, ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world offer exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. Having meditation centers in 151 countries including Bidadi, Thiruvannamalai, Rajapalyam, Salem, Hyderabad, Varanasi, Los Angeles, Ohio, Seattle, San Jose and Phoenix. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation. A contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers. Adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, he has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands, gracing them with spiritual powers. A spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples worldwide in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places like Bangalore, Hyderabad and Thiruvannamalai in India. A dynamic young guru who is an inspiration to thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online. A beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
Anandanubhavaswadam sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papa Vinashaktam Nithyanandaya Swagatam Nityamuktam Nirvikalpam Dhyana Pradipakam Vande Shantamayam Bandham Nithyanandaya Swagatam Anandagandha Sancharam Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Vande Jnanalayam Natham Nithyanandaya Swagatam.
Then Ganga, she explains, Ashtavasus, the 8 divine spirits, have been cursed by a rishi to take human body in the planet Earth. So all 8 of them came to me and asked for a boon. The moment we take birth, please kill us so that we can go back and be in our divine abode. Because I gave the boon to them, I was killing one by one. But now, the 8th one can't be killed as you questioned my actions. But I give you one boon. I'll bring up this child with all the qualities to be your next king. And you make him as your next king. A prince, Shantanu, accepts and agrees. Then Ganga carries him, trains him for 18 years. It's very symbolic. Water training him means water always accepts all conditionings. If there is a stone, she takes a turn. If there is a small hill, she stops for it. If there is a low ground, she runs towards it. I can say water is embodiment of social conditioning. It has no individual will. It just completely adjusts based on the external requirements. It's very symbolic. Bhishma was born to water. And see, water is a great power, but non-assuming. Even though it's a great power, it completely accepts the social conditioning, the external requirements. The exact description of Bhishma: great power, amazing will, but ready to accept all the social conditionings, all the requirements by society. Here is a guy who is brought up specially to be a prince and king, just because father fell in love with a girl. Actually, if Bhishma keeps quiet in next 3 days, this fellow will fall in love with somebody else. The whole problem would have been solved. You don't need to worry so much. The womanizer's love will always be less than 14 days. Because it is based on hormone built-up. In 14 days, that fellow will naturally fall in love with somebody else. And the other person may not put the same condition. So marry that person, live with that person, the whole problem would have been solved. But Bhishma was very particular that his father's wish should be fulfilled. So he runs. He runs to the forest. He talks to her and he says, "You are afraid that I may be competitor for your son. I take a vow, not only I will not be a competitor for your son. Please marry my father. Your son will be the next king. I promise." She is too intelligent. She says, "All right, you will not compete with my son. I understand, but your son may try to reclaim kingdom from my grandson. You may not want to become a king. You are sacrificing for your father's sake. But your son, you may get married, and your son may say, it is my grandfather's kingdom. So he may come as a competition for my grandson." Then he says, "Don't worry. I give you freedom even from that insecurity. I take a vow, from this moment I will be a celibate. I will be a brahmachari. I will not marry, and I give up my youth. I give up my married life for the sake of my father's marriage."
Discover the secrets of health and wealth in one package. For the first time, a 2-day health and wealth workshop by Paramahamsa Nithyananda. 100% healing for a range of ailments. Wipe out illness from body, mind and being. Awaken your body's natural intelligence and healing powers. Overcome stress and powerfully resolve your wealth-related conflicts. Discover the secrets of creating and celebrating wealth.
Let me tell you step by step how you build the patterns. First, the memory. Morning 7 o'clock, coffee is very nice. After 1 month, it becomes samskara, engram. Morning 7 o'clock, I should have coffee. After 1 year, it becomes muscle memory. Means morning 7 o'clock, if I don't get coffee, I will feel little low mood. I will feel low, feel little irritated.
Dynamic interactive awareness sessions that reveal the secrets of a perfect health and having abundance in wealth.
I will have headache. That is biomemory. After 6-7 years or 10 years, really one day you are caught somewhere, you are not able to get coffee and having headache, rolling on the ground. That is DNA level. Now understand how the memory becomes samskara, engram. Engram becomes pattern. Pattern becomes muscle memory. Muscle memory becomes biomemory. Biomemory becomes DNA level pattern.
Intense meditations and kriyas that holistically instill a transformed health and wealth consciousness in you. At Baroda, from March 24th to March 25th, 2012. Contact 91-851-11-25239.
Can you imagine? Here is a son who is ready to give up his life for the sake of father's love. The moment he takes a vow, here I am declaring, I will live a celibate life. I take this vow and I will not marry for the sake of my father. I give you the security. Please marry my father. Your son and his grandson will be the kings. I will not even create, not only I will not be a competition for your son, I'll take care, I will not have a next generation, so that your generation will not have competition. The moment he declares, it is, you see, it is too strong. A young man declaring, man who is specially trained with all the arts, characters, qualities, to be a prince, to be a king, a character like Bhishma. When he declared this, the whole world shook. Whole world was shocked. Even the Devatas, the demigods, all of them were shocked and surprised. See, a father, after becoming old, when he can't enjoy, he giving all his wealth, everything, to the next generation, is expected. He is trying to live through his next generation. Father giving the wealth to children is nothing but trying to live through the next generation. But here, son is giving up his whole life for Father. The heaven showers with the glorious title, O Satyavrata, you are Bhishma. From that day, he was called as Satyavrata, the Bhishma. The title Bhishma was conferred to him. And he takes her in his chariot to the palace and offers as a gift to Santanu. Actually, Santanu would have got this girl and offered it to Bhishma. That is the age. But Bhishma getting the girl and offering to the father Santanu, too much. Not only getting in ordinary way, he is not getting her just in ordinary way. He is getting her sacrificing his whole life, all his pleasures. He fulfills the first vrata, commitment to parents. See, the social conditioning, I can say in 5 layers. Commitment to parents, commitment to the acharya, teacher, commitment to the nature, means the country you are living, the land you are living, commitment to the Ishtadevata, commitment to the Guru. These are the 5 ways society conditions you. These are the 5 things society expects from you. Here, by this vow, he goes to the extreme sacrifice to fulfill his commitment to the Father. It's too much. If you see Bhishma's life, is embodiment of social conditioning. He goes to the extreme to fulfill his commitments. The next is commitment to the country. Practically, he dies for Duryodhana. Even though he knows he is doing something wrong, he is in the wrong side, he dies for Duryodhana. His commitment to the land and the king, he proves by sacrificing his life knowingly. He knows he is in the wrong side. He knows Krishna is going to kill him in some way or other. But he goes to the war, dies for his commitment to the land. And his commitment to Acharya, of course, so many incidents as you can say, his commitment to his Acharya. Not only his commitment to his Acharya, see, commitment to Acharya as a two layer. One, your commitment to your Acharya and your commitment to teach to the next generation. He fulfilled both. In the deathbed, he is teaching to Yudhishthira how to rule a kingdom properly. See, before the coronation, before ascending to the throne, Yudhishthira comes to Bhishma to take his blessings. At that time, Bhishma was not dead. He was just retaining his life in the body. He was waiting for the right time to leave the body.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
He was not enlightened. So only during the last moment he is going to become enlightened. So he was waiting for the right moment when to become enlightened and leave the body. So he was getting ready for the right moment. He was waiting for the Uttarayana Punyakala. Means the sun moving in the northern side. Dakshinayana Punyakala is the sun moving in the southern side. Uttarayana Punyakala is the time sun moving in the northern side. So he was waiting for the Uttarayana Punyakala. Usually it is called Magara Shankaranti. It is called Bhishma Shankaranti also. Because Bhishma left the body at that time, it's called Bhishma Shankaranti also. So he was waiting for the time. So Dharmaraja comes, Yudhishthira comes to take his blessings. And Bhishma gives a long lessons how to run a kingdom in a proper way. When it comes to the chapter of women's right and freedom, Draupadi was not able to control. She was there standing. She started laughing, giggling. The way of making fun. Bhishma just looked and said, "Oh, my daughter, may I know why are you laughing? Why are you giggling, making fun of me?" Draupadi says, "Pitamaka, oh grandfather, sorry, but I am not able to control. What happened to all your laws, knowledge, your teachings, when I was abused, when Duryodhana and Duschadana were pulling my cloth, when they were disrobing me in your court, you were sitting there. What happened to all your teachings, which you are giving now to Yudhishthira? Why did you not open your mouth and say even one or two words to Duryodhana and Duschadana?" He says, O my daughter, understand, from whoever you eat, from whoever you take your food, you imbibe their quality. One is king. I can't tell anything against him. Second, I could have at least walked out of the court, shown that I am not happy with the whole thing. But when you eat somebody's food, when you are taken care by somebody, when your basic needs are supplied by somebody, you imbibe that person's quality. That is why I tell you, in Vedic tradition, we have a tradition, you should eat Guru's food. You should eat Guru's food and wear Guru's clothes. Live in Guru's infrastructure because you will imbibe his qualities. Please understand, when a disciple learns in Vedic tradition, he is not expected to pay to the Guru. He is expected to eat Guru's food. Guru is expected to take care of the student, because from whoever you get all your maintenance things, basic necessity, you imbibe their quality. The worst thing happened to the tradition of teaching is students started paying to the teachers. When the students have started paying to the teachers, they started dictating the terms. So it is no more imbibing the quality of the teachers. Anyhow, Bhishma says, I ate Duryodhana's food. Naturally, I have also imbibed his qualities. His blood, his food, which was running in my body as blood, stopped my intelligence. It has stopped the functioning of my intelligence. That is why I did not even remember all these great truths. Then Draupadi asked, now how did you remember? Now how all these things came back? Bhishma laughs and says, oh my daughter, don't you see all the blood I got from Duryodhana, your husband took it away by his arrows. Now all the blood has left my body. I don't have even one drop of Duryodhana's blood left in my body. I have only bone marrows given by my father and mother. Everything added to me by Duryodhana is taken away by your husband's arrows. That is why I regained my knowledge of right and wrong. My knowledge about the Nidhi, Rajanidhi. My knowledge about ruling the kingdom. His commitment to teaching, even in the deathbed. His commitment to acharyas. Please understand, when you learn, you commit to teach also. That is why in Sanskrit we have a proverb. When you hear from the teacher, you learn 1/4. When you do the vada pradivada, kandana mandana, amongst you, amidst you.
Discover the power of Kundalini Awakening at Kalpataru, a unique full-day transformational program blessed personally by rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. What is Kundalini? Kundalini is the tremendous potential energy hidden inside every individual, which can be awakened through initiation by an enlightened master. Once awakened, Kundalini has the power to transform every area of your life and bring you health, wealth, success, joyful relationships, and spiritual enlightenment. Harness the power of meditation and initiation. Experience a glimpse of Kundalini awakening at Kalpataru. Manifest your destiny. Every weekend at Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru.
You learn the second quarter. When you go back to the teacher and ask your doubts, questions and clarify, you learn the third quarter. When you go out and start teaching to the outsiders, others, you learn the fourth quarter. So commitment to Acharya means commitment to teach. See, he is in dead bed. 10,000 wounds are there all over his body. When Yudhishthira comes for blessings, he can say just, okay, take care, carry on. You will be successful, you will rule well, and close your eyes and rest. But his commitment to Acharya, even in the deathbed, teaching, whole body is wound. This guy is teaching, teaching, teaching. Commitment to Acharya, commitment to the nature, country, commitment to the parents, commitment to the God, Ishta Devata. In deathbed, knowing Krishna is the guy, played the whole drama, brought Shikandi in the front and gave the strategy planning to Arjuna and literally killed Bhishma. Bhishma knows the whole thing, but his commitment to God, he is singing Sahasranama in that time. At that moment, Bhishma is singing Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama was created by Bhishma in deathbed. You'll see the sutras, slokas. Bhishma uvacha Vishvam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. He sings the glory of God, knowing he killed him. Commitment to God and commitment to Guru. He knows Krishna is his Guru. Commitment to Krishna. Please understand, when Krishna was teaching Bhagavad Gita, in the 18 crore people, only Arjuna and Bhishma heard. Only Arjuna and Bhishma had the Vishwarupa Darshana. So, Krishna was Guru and God for Bhishma. See his commitment. Even if you fire a disciple once, verbally, all their commitment disappears. Here is a man who is put to deathbed, practically killed by his Guru. But his commitment, unwavering commitment. That is why I say, Bhishma, personification of social commitments. Maybe I'll use the word, better word, social commitments than social conditioning. From the angle of did not become enlightened in the young age, I have to use the word social conditioning. If I see from the other angle, I have to use the word social commitments. Whether it is right or wrong, he is the man who is embodiment of social commitments. If you are not enlightened, at least live like a Bhishma. Either live like Krishna or at least live like Bhishma. If you have not yet become Krishna, become at least Bhishma. Otherwise, you will be Duryodhana or Saguni. Live like Krishna or live at least like Bhishma. Otherwise, you will become Duryodhana or Saguni. Duryodhana is embodiment of irresponsible violence. Saguni is embodiment of cunning strategy planning. Karna is embodiment of love, friendliness and compassion. Mitratva. Arjuna is embodiment of speed with discrimination. Bhima is embodiment of speed without discrimination. Dharma is embodiment of right and wrong. Nagula is embodiment of eternal silent action, Sattvaguna. Sahadeva is embodiment of intuition. Bhishma is embodiment of social commitments. Drona is embodiment of knowledge. Krishna is embodiment of all this put together and something more.